I would like to thank all of the Board of Governors for nominating me, and thank you, the members of IATA, for ratifying my appointment as Director General of IATA with effect from the 1st of January of next year. I am deeply honoured to be confirmed in the role. And I would also like to thank the members for their continued support of the resolutions at today's AGM, and particularly our continued support of the challenging environmental goals that we have set for ourselves as an industry. Now, I don't intend to speak too long, but I understand there are some interest in what my leadership will mean for IATA. When Tony Tyler took over from Giovanni Pisciani, he told us that he would be a different leader, a different Director General, with a different style, but with the same goals, and he certainly did that. When Alexander was appointed, he told us that he understood how governments operate, but he would be unhappy with the speed at which they worked, and reminded us that he was a businessman and knew what was needed to lead an airline. Now, both Tony and Alexander wanted the same thing. They wanted IATA to succeed, and Alexander has certainly worked very hard, and I know he will continue to work hard until he steps down at the end of March to achieve that goal. My style will be different to what has gone before me. I too am a businessman, and I too understand how governments operate, but I am even more unhappy and more critical of how they get things done, or more importantly, in many cases, how they have failed to get things done. I've spent more than 40 years in this business. Almost half of those were at the pointy end as a pilot, and the other half at the blunt end as a CEO. I know what it takes to succeed. In those 40 years, I have seen firsthand the numerous challenges and significant crises that we have faced and that we have overcome. I have a passion for this industry and a passion for IATA. And we need now, more than ever, an effective industry body to serve and represent our interests. This year has been the most challenging ever. But let us not forget that the coronavirus did not stop us flying. We have continued to provide vital services, and in many cases, we were the key link to get critical supplies of safety equipment to health services. The virus did not stop our customers boarding our aircraft because we have demonstrated our ability to adapt and to ensure the safety of our customers and of our people. And we know they want to fly with us. But they have been denied the freedom that we provide, not by a virus, but by a disjointed political response and by the restrictions that have been put in place by certain governments who have failed to adapt and to adopt the sensible measures that would have allowed an almost normal air service to continue. But there is good news. As Alexander has said, the building blocks are now in place to allow our industry to get back to the business of freedom. And we should be confident that we will succeed in this changed environment. IATA exists to serve and represent you. IATA cannot lead if no one follows. We must be relevant and we must add value to you. This will only happen if we serve and represent you with passion, with energy, with determination, and with action. Those of you who know me will know that you can judge me more by my actions than my words. In fact, I'm sure people who know me well will tell you that as a proud Irishman, I like to borrow other people's words, especially those from great Irish authors and playwrights like George Bernard Shaw, Oscar Wilde, and Brendan Behan. Behan once said, "It's not that the Irish are cynical, it's rather that they have a wonderful lack of respect for everything and everybody." And finally, to quote George Bernard Shaw, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, friends, we have a lot of minds to change, and I look forward to working with you to do just that. Thank you very much for your trust and for your confidence.